Welcome back to beautiful Sunset Beach here on the North Shore of Oahu. Chris Cote with Ross Williams to talk you through the final two heats of the day. M.Herdy, W.Dantas, M.Huscenot, and J.Baker hit the lineup for a 30-minute showdown. Two surfers will make it through. Two surfers pack it up and head on home. Literally, if you're on the QS, this is your last chance at getting points in your last event of the year.
Big names from there in the past. Flavio Padrats, along with a few other guys, and up and riding.
M.Huscenot, his style it's just built for Sunset Beach. He's got that wide kind of strong stance, and you saw that deep bottom turn.
Reunion Island, also another amazing location for waves, but a lot of stiff offshore winds in France, so Maxime would be used to this.
J.Baker, strong Australian. Big carve right there to start it off. Maybe a little affected by that heavy offshore wind.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Ian to Ian right here. Always great to see you do well because you are from my hometown of San Clemente. But on another note, tough heat, conditions are great, but you were able to sneak that one under priority. Strider and Kaipo just gave you huge compliments in the booth for being able to stay alive in that heat.
He's been sitting there for 10 minutes waiting for a wave to come through. It was W.Dantas. Watch out for this kid's backhand. Straight up into the lip, trying to ride it out. Pure power there. The other side of power surfing, the ability to hang onto your board and keep control in an out-of-control situation like that. W.Dantas is on the board.
Wash here, and let's see, Wesley, little sweep right there. Got hung up just a little bit, then backs it up with a vertical snap. So, I mean, the judges are going to like it because Wesley did not back down from, a pretty big section there.
So the wave doesn't always have to help you out. Sometimes you can force the issue like Wesley did there. Here goes M.Huscenot. Beautiful line to work with here at Sunset. Pulls into the barrel. Riding through. Gets the exit up into the lip.
Wow.
And he makes it. That was stellar. Radical surfing from M.Huscenot.
You can see he had to eyeball it for a while. He's eyeing it, looking okay. Now I'll pull in, and it's not a super long barrel, but it was technical. So good surfing, but that was as difficult and gnarly as a section as was backside maneuver. It was a little bit sloppy, but it was awesome that he confronted that heavy section. That, in my eyes, was at least 2 points better. So it should be a crazy big score for M.Huscenot.
And here he is, just like that. M.Herdy coming around a foamy section. He will get onto the open face. Beautiful carving snap there. Straight off the bottom. Back on rail again. Looking for a big finish.
When the heat started, like, how is he going to look in this deep water stuff? We already knew he was ripping at Haleiwa, but that's nice right there. Beautiful technique. Got a lot of rail engaged there. So he kind of held that carve. For someone he's pretty small in stature. That was a great move, and that's part of the conversation we had this morning.
Banks off the whitewater there, but a solid effort from M.Herdy and J.Baker. One big turn, he's got to get out. So two more scores will be dropping now.
If you're him, you're thinking, okay, this is not cool. It's not good. I'm going to have to get a 6 or 7 to stay in that advancing position.
J.Baker needs a 7-6. Slow to start his heat. But he's that good of a surfer that with one, two waves, with a big turn like that, but he goes down. That's what he needed to try to do. But just a little too much water underneath his fins, and yeah, get angry.
He's not having a great heat right now. Things aren't really going his way. 2 opening snaps, though, which is great. A little carve, another little snap. So he has to finish it with something a little more exciting. And the board slipped sideways in the wind.
Kind of start to think about it. Hate to throw it out there. A little bit worried now for M.Huscenot, as backup scores have not been easy to come by.
No, and he let that wave go. Obviously he could have got a 1.4 on that, but he's being semi-selective in the last 3 minutes because in his mind he's thinking, I don't want to just get a 1.4. I want to get at least a 4.
Another wave has come through. M.Huscenot
lets it go.
Lets it go. For M.Herdy.
Okay, I wondered why he let it go. But even Natty could have done a quick hit and got the score. But he's still being just a little bit selective. He wants more than just one quick off the lip. Here we go.
M.Huscenot needs to activate his power, stay on his board through this first turn. And there we go. Only surfing for a 1-4-0. He'll most likely get it, but Wesley's going to make it interesting here on his backhand. Big snap.
Wow. 30 seconds for Mateus, Chris. That's what he's got to get that score. He's going to need a little something here. Brutal, brutal heat there.
Wow, the song remains the same for some highly ranked QS surfers, just getting edged out in round 2.